In boxing, there are heavyweights. There are monsters. And then, there's the Mamba. He moves in silence and strikes in an instant. Born in the burning heat of Kinshasa, where only the strongest survive, Jonathan Kogasso steps into the ring, and it becomes clear who's the hunter. 17 wins, 11 knockouts, cold calculation, no emotion, no mercy. Today, we dive into the furious rise of the Congolese monster, so don't blink. Born in the heart of Africa, Kogasso learned early, life doesn't forgive weakness. He grew up surrounded by fear and chaos, and when the country became unbearable, 6-year-old Jonathan and his family fled Congo for Italy. That's where a new fight began, not for titles, but for a place in life. Since childhood, Kogasso admired Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, but he never dreamed of becoming a boxer. Until one day, a friend invited him to the gym. From the first punch he threw, everything changed. In his eyes, trainers saw what they call the predator's instinct.
I go to see some matches at Voghera and immediately understand that there's talent.
That's when Vincenzo Gigliotti, a former champion and student of the legendary Giovanni Parisi, discovered him. He saw not just power, but cold precision, the trait that would earn him the name the Mamba. Sharpening his craft on early victims in the amateurs, Kogasso quickly turned pro and went from a newcomer to a threat in the cruiserweight division. 6'3", cold stare, heavy steps. From his very debut, he made it clear that in this division, he was the one to fear.
Con calma, però sta chiudendo bene. Ancora lui, 1-2 gancio sinistro.
Bravo Kogasso, bel montante.
By his 10th fight, the Mamba was moving like a predator who knows the perfect moment to strike.
Tappeto bagnato per linee interne, combatte Kogasso, porta i colpi precisi.
Montante destro, vuoto di poco e poi gancio. Montante sotto duro da parte di Kogasso.
Many had started to fear his left cannon, and for good reason.
Poi vedi che è bellissimo questo sinistro di incontro.
Che colpo di Kogasso!
Bellissimo il diretto, è finito, il match è finito.
The 11th fight became the first truly important one for the Congolese monster. He stepped into the ring with a single goal, to take the title from the reigning champion. Goran Babic started aggressively, marching forward, throwing flurries, trying to overwhelm him. But every punch met the wall of Kogasso's composure, jab, distance, patience. And when the moment came, the trap was sprung. A light left to the head, a crushing right that split the guard, and a left hook, fast as lightning. A heartbeat later, a right hand, sharp as a gunshot, landed clean. One last desperate rush, and the Mamba met him with 2 brutal left hooks. For Kogasso, this title meant more than victory. He wanted to prove that the blood of Congo and the heart of Italy can beat in the same rhythm.
My coach always teaches me never to stop after throwing a punch. The opponent won't wait for you. You must always be ready to respond. Block and counter, slip and step in. Always ready to exploit the opponent's mistakes.
The 38-year-old Spaniard Alvaro Terrero wanted to prove that age isn't a sentence. But against the Mamba, things looked very different.
Molto mobile sulle gambe, ottimo l'uso del jab a sinistra.
L'ultimo knockout spettacolare su Goran Babic.
Guarda che bello.
The monster from Congo set his rhythm right away. Snapping jabs, light footwork, relentless pressure.
Bello il destro di Kogasso. Col corpo.
Si comincia a vedere la varietà.
Terrero tried to fire back with combinations, but everything shattered against the wall.
Jonathan,
No, quello aggiusta Kogasso.
provato il montante.
Ha riprovato il
The Mamba was one step ahead, moving with the calm precision of a predator in familiar waters.
provato il destro Kogasso. Si è salvato però Terrero.
Gancio,
Che si apre la strada col sinistro. Poi
Montante al
In the second round, it ended in an instant. The right hand broke through the guard. The left hand closed the fight.
grande attenzione per Terrero. Poi prova l'accelerazione. Kogasso in difficoltà. Terrero.
È finito il combattimento.
Incredibile.
After winning the title, the Mamba returned to Milan, hunting for another belt, the Federazione Pugilistica Italiana Cruiser. In the opposite corner stood Roberto Lizzi, young, hungry, and bold enough to call the monster out himself. He started with fire, pressing forward, throwing overhands.
Attenzione prontamente.
È riuscito anche forse.
Forse la dote principale di Lizzi è questa imprevedibilità.
And a few even landed.
Con il mancino altro grande rischio colpo da Kogasso. Ancora.
But every success came with pain, sharp counters,
Questi colpi imprevedibili riesce centrali.
short uppercuts,
Bel montaggio di Lizzi.
Vincendo le ultime tre non deve fermare rallentare Edge.
and those crushing body shots that drained his rhythm away.
Sì, ha questi colpi dritti terribili.
Bello gancio sinistro.
Insiste poi a due mani, destro.
The monster from Congo didn't rush. He let Lizzie come first, breaking his confidence step by step.
Che ancora mette un
Sono le sue punti forti, c'è la
pallino
cornista.
con momenti favorevoli a Kogasso. Lui allunga bene 2 o 3 colpi Kogasso fino a questo momento. Ultimi 40 secondi.
Each round turned into a chess match. One fought with heart, the other with cold calculation.
Molto sfuggente, sgusciato. Veramente tirate con anche pochissime interruzioni.
Il vantaggio da tutti e tre i giudici.
Muro di Kogasso, anche il sinistro sotto, anzi Claudio, un Lizzi direi.
Lizzie refused to quit, even when his punches lost their speed.
Molla per un attimo la presa Lizzi, riguadagna. Di Kogasso!
Ha sentito questo Lizzi? Il controllo del match.
He kept looking for a chance, but Kogasso controlled everything. The pace, the distance, even the air between them.
Di più secondo me perché manda sacco, comunque Lizzi porta questi ganci pericolosissimi.
Ora sinistro per si schivare e ad andare meglio.
When the final bell rang, words weren't needed. For Lizzie, it was a test of character. For the Mamba, another reminder that he's ready to hunt bigger prey.
You have to think that you can get there and already be a champion. In your heart, your mind, and your life. Believe, as Ali used to say. Even if you're not the best, act as if you are.
First title defense, and the first real test after the silence. Facing the Congolese monster stood Morike Ulare, strong, fast, and hungry for an upset. He entered the ring without fear, taking the center and pressing forward.
È iniziato e ti quindi è da vedere. Ecco, guarda.
Da parte di Ulare, quindi bisogna stare molto con sparring di altissimo
Ulare pushed, controlled, searched for his moment.
avversario in comune, proprio Lizzi che hai citato tu adesso.
Molto insidioso per chiunque. Deve farlo, non deve lasciare che Ulare prenda l'iniziativa, non deve stare schierato.
Cosa vuole da Kogasso?
Gigliotti, il pacchetto è completo, la preparazione secondo
Ulare è riuscito a far portare il suo avversario a entrare su questo incontro.
But the Predator didn't bite. A cold jab kept him at bay. Every move from the Mamba was calculated, measured, precise.
Kogasso deve stare molto attento, la cintura è sua, iniziare con calma, cominciare a venire affinata anche in questi mesi in cui ma ha un avversario
Arrivare un po' a segno, qualche volta a segno Ulare, e perché oggi
Then, in the second round, everything ended suddenly.
un po' più aggressivo del solito. Ha detto continuerò a mettergli
è un po' più tranquillo questo secondo, eccolo
sì,
come vediamo, eccolo là.
A quick exchange, a right hand to the temple, and Ular's legs gave out. He got up, still dizzy, but instead of covering up, he traded again. The monster's next right hand was final. Clean, dry, like a gunshot, and everything collapsed. 2 minutes. That's all it took for the arena to rise to its feet. The Mamba kept his title and proved that his hunt is no longer limited to Italy. Sometimes decisions aren't made in the gym or under the lights, but in a single phone call. After his March victory, Kogasso had only just returned to training. He was working on conditioning, no sparring, no partners. Then came the call that changed everything. The main event of the Art of Fighting in Milan had lost its fighter, and the organizers called Vincenzo Gigliotti. "Can your man step in?" There were two problems. Kogasso wasn't prepared, and he weighed 15 kilos less than his opponent. Still, his answer was short. "I'll do it." The Congolese monster moved up a division to face Alfonso Damiani, a heavier, bulkier fighter who believed he could win with the one thing the Mamba didn't have: mass.
Tecnicamente Kogasso mi ha detto una cosa importante, ci tiene a dedicare questo match, parliamo di un campione straordinario, amico anche.
From the opening round, everything fell into place. Light on his feet, Kogasso boxed as if it were a drill. Jab, body shot, sidestep, control.
Di Voghera.
Amico e collaboratore strettissimo del grande Giovanni.
Che tipo di match vuole fare Kogasso, come vi ho detto, tecnicamente.
Damiani stood, waiting for his one big shot, but kept punching at shadows.
A livello di determinazione di durezza.
Adesso ha provato anche con il montante.
The ropes became traps.
E non ci dimentichiamo che lui deve
Non correre troppi rischi, sta fermo e diciamo
Uppercuts turned into hammers.
un'altra volta il montante offre un bersaglio troppo.
And the Mamba's speed completely erased the weight difference.
Ancora, vedete, veloce, rapido come Kogasso che giustamente, come hai detto tu, ha cambiato per il più, forse per.
By the second round, it was clear. The monster from Congo stalked and pressed forward, and when Damiani's guard began to crack, the hooks and uppercuts rained down.
Ancora, vedete, dà la sensazione di poter accelerare in ogni momento e arrivano ancora due montanti terribili che Damiani riesce e sa che può fare.
Before the third round, the referee stepped in. The ringside doctor looked at Damiani's ear and waved it off. The crowd booed, demanding more. But those who had seen the power of the Congolese monster up close knew there was nothing left to continue.
Ricordiamo, qui passa anche il montante.
No camp, no plan. Kogasso just stepped in and broke through, cold, precise, without a sound. Kogasso's most recent fight came against Belarusian Viktor Chvarku, 8 rounds that looked straight out of a boxing manual. By the final bell, there were no questions left. The Predator had everything under control. Jonathan the Mamba Kogasso, 30 years old, 17 wins, 11 by knockout, WBC Mediterranean champion and Italian cruiserweight champion. All achieved in just 3 years as a professional. His style is unmistakable: a cold jab, surgical distance, and a method built on destruction. Kogasso isn't just strong, he's evolving, calm, focused, learning with every fight, turning himself into a real threat for anyone in the division. A possible fight with Naji Lopez. It's only a matter of time. Both young, both undefeated. Their collision could mark the moment when one predator loses his prey. We've already covered Naji Lopez here on the channel, and it feels like these two stories are destined to meet soon. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and remember, the Mamba keeps moving forward, and something tells us, the next hunt has already begun.